Hey, what up, guys? How you doing? It is me, your lasty here. Welcome today to a brand new episode of the Road to Glory. Happy Saturday, everyone. Welcome to Air 308 today, which starts the beginning of the pre-season promo here on FC25 Ultimate Team. The pre-season for FC26. That kind of got me all a bit confused. But yeah, hope you're enjoying your weekend so far. The Premier League obviously was back last night, or for me. Liverpool kick off in 45 minutes. So I'm looking to get this video done, and then I am just going to enjoy Premier League football for the evening, and then the whole of today as you're watching this, I'm going to just enjoy like the EFL and the Premier League. It's so good that football is back, baby. I just love it. Maybe you could let me know one hot take from the Premier League this year. What do you think one hot take is? I need to... Well, I'll have a think about it throughout the episode, and I'll let you know, because I hadn't prepared that. I just literally thought of it as we were talking. So yeah, I mean, if you enjoy, hit me with a thumbs up. Subscribe as well if you're new. Anybody need a cheeky spare Mbappe or Lucio? Because I've got them. The part of this video, the first couple of minutes is pre-Friday night at 6 p.m. and then we've got like 20 85 times 10s and a Futties player pick and stuff, which takes us that is in the new promo, the pre-season promo, with all of the special cards that have been released for that one. It seems like there's quite a lot of the same batch, and I can't even tell you who the new players are apart from the ones that we pack here today, because the graphic in game of like just how many players are out in packs right now is a little bit nutty. They're so tiny you can't even see which players are there, but I'm sure you can view a bigger graphic on like Twitter or something. But I think what basically EA were trying to get across is that there are tons of special cards out right now to be packed, and I'm sure it is easier and quicker than ever for you guys to start from scratch and build a complete Ultimate Team. No time at all, no problem at all. In fact, I quite fancy doing that, and I know I've said that for the last few weeks, but now that we are into the pre-season promo, it might be quite fun to have a little go at how quick we can build like a full crazy squad. Be interesting, wouldn't it? So what am I doing here? What am I building? Oh, we're doing an icon SBC, aren't we? I decided that I've still got tons of fodder, and I didn't use it all here today because I did one of the cheaper SBCs. We're going to go ahead and do the Claude Makelele SBC. Super cheap and easy to do, but I didn't want to start like the Maradona. I didn't want to start the Haaland SBC because I just figured there'd be something better come out on the Friday night. And of course, we now have like that Liverpool Florian Wirtz and the Nuno Mendes SBC and stuff. So I kind of glad that I didn't start like the Haaland or the Maradona, because I'm not that bothered about those. But I will get like a Liverpool Florian Wirtz as long as it's not too expensive. I haven't really checked. I just saw it was there. But decided to use some of my fodder because I was just full up in storage on Claude Makelele. Looks like a pretty good DM. 4 playstyle pluses, 97 rated. Is he going to make the squad over 98 rated? Caicedo and 98 rated. Who's our other one? Who's our other DM? I've forgotten. It's a good one though. I can't remember who it is. Why can't I remember who it is? Oh, I've got so many players that genuinely like... It could be anyone at this point. I've got so many good Futties high-rated players. We do unlock a couple through objectives here, Papan being one of them. And I think this might be the last action before we move into the new promo. So yeah, sorry if any of these are players from the final team of Futties and not currently in packs now. There was just, I got like 4 or 5 minutes worth of this episode ready, knowing that after 6 p.m. on Friday, I wanted to get a big old pack binge done for the latest and greatest new set of players to be re-released, or released. Yeah, re-released. There'll be some 99s out, again, couldn't tell you which ones, but it does seem like, and you'll see it throughout this episode, does seem as though the Futties, the high-rated Futties, are a little bit easier to pack. So I guess they've sort of let go a little bit of some of that difficulty in the pack weight as we are approaching the real end game stages of FC25. Now, decided to do a couple of Evos throughout this episode. We now have a 98 rated Jens Kayuste with 5 playstyle pluses, and he looks unbelievable. Of course, one of the reasons why I did that and didn't leave him at his 96 rated card is because he has rejoined Ipswich Town on loan for the rest of the season, and if we get promoted, we have an obligation to buy him. It would be amazing if he would join our squad like permanently, because I love the man. Incredible midfielder. And the other Evo we're working on is the boy Harry Clark. We're going to get him up to a 97 rated here, and I think, do we finally go full club 90? Yeah, we do. I chose the Evo that was going to give him like a boosted shooting stat instead of a boosted pace. So at some point I want to try and get him up to 98 or 99, but with a higher pace stat. Other than that, 99 defending and just genuinely insane stats. Could probably give him a 5th play style as well. About time. Yeah, we've got like such a sick Ipswich squad now. I do need to take a couple players out for players that have now moved on. Nathan Broadhead, love the guy. And, I mean, Amari Hutchinson as well. Looks like he's gone or going to Nottingham Forest. So, yeah, there's that one too. So, I want some transferred Ipswich cards. They've not given us any, you know. That some of the players that we've got over the summer, I would like, so that I could maybe Evo them, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. And I've got a feeling that it's almost something to do with, like, the fact that we're not actually in the Premier League anymore, so they can't go giving like us a Premier League card for some of the players. Does that make sense? I feel like that is the case. So it doesn't really matter. I'll do some fresh Evos at the start of FC26, right? We'll be all good. So now, of course, we are into the pre-season promo, and we start things off with a duplicate 96 Thuram, and then this 96 Icon Shapeshifter Cafu, which I could not for the life of me pack during Shapeshifters, but we get him really early doors, and it's not just that. It's a Lilian Thuram as well, a 97 rated 5 playstyle plus Thuram, Futty's Icon. That's a big one. A couple of big ones, actually. There's some nice players there. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. It's doable. You can pack some pretty sick players now. But then the likes of like that Pajor card and a lot of the same players that have been out this last week or two are still in packs. It's quite strange. We get ourselves 98 rated Allison as well as 93 rated Allison in the same pack. Oh, and I didn't realise that was a Real Madrid Trent, obviously, wasn't it? Because they have transfer cards for those players now. Time for a Futties then, and it's going to be behind a Team of the Year Puskas, I believe, because the Futties one was an SBC, wasn't it? And we have that already, of course. Carlos Tevez, someone that I've finally packed. Wanted this guy for a while. He's actually popped up in a couple of my campaign player picks, but I've had better options on the table, so I've taken them. But it's nice to finally add Carlitos to the club. I thought I was going Footies back to back there. Maybe I can't remember. We shall see. We kind of did, because we get a Figo there, but it's a duplicate Icon, and he's chilling at the end of the pack, so it wasn't showing in the tunnel. But actually, I saved these 85 times 10s from Thursday night into Friday. And then we have the Friday night 85 times 10s into Saturday. So that's why you get to see 20 of these today. This looks like Brighton, and I wasn't sure if it was going to be the Team of the Year one or the Path to Glory one, and it has been updated. They have changed that now, so it is the 97 Brighton out. And we also get 97 Gavi. A cool card, Club 90, that I actually didn't even know this card existed, to be fair. We've got a good Pedri, haven't we? Have we got a Futties Pedri? I think we have, but double 97s in that pack is not too shabby, Alonso. Then I moved on to the 50 player pack. You won't see too many of these. I just wanted to show you this one because I think I got Thierry Henry. Yeah, just a cheeky 95 Thierry. I know there is a 98 rated one out and about. I don't know if he's currently out in packs or what, but that's quite nice. And then, yeah, built the next 10 85 times 10s, and we go again now. So let's see what we get. Is this batch better than the first batch? Or is the first batch better than this batch? too many words, batches there. That was difficult for me to say. 97 Lukaku, 98 Alisson. Good pack. Very good pack. Nice high-rated pack there. We also get a 94 Eto and a 96 Figo in that pack as well. So yeah, that's a very decent pack. Now, I was over halfway full in the SBC storage at this point, and I have to say, 40 odd of those are like super high-rated special cards. So I do need to probably start using them in like the Florian Wirtz SBC or the Nuno Mendes SBC, depending on which one I want to do. Maybe I'll do both. But I'm also guessing that we're most likely going to get some pretty big SBCs throughout preseason. So not doing literally every single one of them might be the play. Almost like do a big SBC, save your fodder for a day or two, do the next big player that comes out a couple of days later, and go like that. We get a 98 Scott McTominay, the highest rated player that we've had in today's episode, or joint with Alisson, etc. Here's a Futties walkout behind a German Bundesliga. That sounds like a Mario Gomez, I think. Is it? Yeah, it is. 93 rated Mario Gomez and 96 Flint, who I thought was an SBC. But maybe it was someone else. And we did pack Flint, didn't we, before? I knew she was a duplicate, but I thought she was an SBC when she came out. Maybe not, maybe not. Tots Tunnel, you love to see it, just because it's good for the old requirements on SBCs. And we do get 96 Vinny, 97 Kanu, 96 Barnes, 94 Alexia Pateas. Just crazy fodder that's chilling all in the duplicate section of these packs for me. Some of these aren't that great. It's weird when you get like a boring meh one. I've even seen... Have I seen a gold tunnel? I don't know if I've seen a gold tunnel in an 85 times 10. That would be quite difficult, I think, with the amount of special cards out right now. Tots Tunnel again. A couple more of these packs to go then before we do a little Futties player pick. Double 97s and a 96 Tots in there. You'll have to see it. But yeah, great fodder once again. My first like 2 or 3 pages must be 97s in my storage. I'll have a look. Of course, we'll have a look. We get another Tevez, another Kluivert. Yeah, genuinely, I must have so many 97s. That's going to make the Wirtz SBC, like, super easy to do, I'm pretty sure. And I've actually got quite a lot of Team of the Weeks in the club, so I could do some more 84 times 10s just to add on top of this as well. We finished with 97 Bastoni and 96 Vinny as dupes. Good Tots fodder there. And then let's just finish the episode with a Futties Team 1 to 5, 1 of 5 player pick. Upamecano, Carolyn Nicoli, Lala, Kohler, and Flint. We'll take the only one that we haven't got there, which is Kenny Lala, a player which I had got once. He was tradable, weren't he? That's why, yeah, I'd sold him straight away for like 20,000 coins. But there we go, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think anyone in that particularly gets in the starting 11, but some very, very nice players in the pre-season pack binge for us today. Let me know who you've managed to get. My hot take for the Premier League season. I don't know. I actually think Gyökeres is going to do really well. Some people say he's not gonna. He's going to flop in the Prem. I think he's going to be a baller. We'll tell at the end of the season whether or not I've got good or terrible ball knowledge. Have a great rest of your day. Hit me with a thumbs up if you've enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new. Follow me on socials. Have a great day, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.